Bowling fans, we are back in the house that Rab built, and we have another exciting show for you. Once again, killing it every week. And I got to say, back-to-back weeks of Hall of Famers made the ratings go through the roof, especially with the Barinellos, junior and senior. Unbelievable stuff. I'm excited about being back. Week number 4, which means we do a 12-week system. It's not like the regular bowling from back in the day where you have plenty of time. Week 4 is you have to start to maybe make a move. Am I right? Am I right in the background? You got to start making a move now. I mean, that's the good part about the shortened season. Couple of important people to introduce, and I'm glad he's here today. Usually walking around, storming around in the back, but now he's in the back eating pizza. Tony the Hound Dog Everts, there he is. Minnesota Viking, purple people eater shirt on. Yes. Second up, camera number 1. We have the Hebrew hotshot, Matt K. Matt Kaplowitz. Guess what, knuckleheads? He's on fire lately, knuckleheads. Camera number 2, Kenny Soto. Knocking 3 times, baby. Tony Orlando and Dawn. To my left, none other than the famous one. Brooklyn's own, Staten Island's own. Joe Calandrillo, also known as Joe Cal, my man. What's up, buddy?
What's up, Giuseppe? How are you, bud? Good to see you again.
Doing great.
Joe and I are stormed up tonight. Joe's got the storm. I got the storm. We're all stormed up.
They're signing 180 bowlers.
That's it. They're signing 191 bowlers right here. Storm it up. So tonight, folks, as Joe said, I'm going to cue in on the Hall of Fame stuff. Joe said we had Hall of Famers. We had Freddie Steinfeld. We had Red and his son, John Jr., who maybe one day Jr. might be in the Hall of Fame. But here's a guy that we're bringing on tonight that I'm going to put potential.
Yeah, you're good.
Potential Hall of Famer. No, a lot of potential. A lot of potential. He's on the road to Hall of Fame. Our friend, the one and only Mike Orlando, better known as the Vegas Kid. Here he is, right here. Welcome, Michael. Well, don't steal my thunder. That might be a question. As a matter of fact, I'm going to open with that. Mike, the bowling community wants to know, and we hear you say it for the last couple of years that you've come back in the fold, back to the draft league. When really was the last time you missed a 10-pin?
I'm thinking it was 8th grade.
Yeah,
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, 8th grade would be 81. Anthony, hold on. I used to fight with him and playing baseball. When did we play in the 15 and 16-year-old league?
Early 80s, 8th grade, fam? Last time we missed the 10.
Yeah.
And how'd you miss it?
Somebody yelled my name, and I thought there was a fire in the back. and by then, it hit it, and it spun it around, but it didn't work.
How many pins to be illegal for him?
Yeah.
Listen, there is no, when it comes to Mike, there's nothing illegal about Mike. It's all legal on the up and up, folks. No doubt is out there. This is true, real stuff. So, Mike, where was the actual scene of the miss? Was it Bowling on the Green or?
It absolutely was. I still hear Ruth Doctor yelling at me, make your 10 pins in the background. And how did that work out?
Yeah, well, listen, well, I mean, we had to get it out there because Mike says every week about he hasn't missed a 10-pin since the Reagan administration, first Reagan go-round. Mike, a couple of serious questions, sort of bowling related, but I'm going to ask some of the serious stuff. Joe asked the more off-the-cuff stuff. If you had to pick, give me, and no offense to any of Mike's friends or former bowling buddies or current bowling buddies, give me your 2 best teammates of all time. Junior, adult league, give me your 2 best teammates.
That's an easy one, and I'm bowling with one right now, and I got him back into bowling, Rob Vinci. You forget how great he is. I mean, he hasn't bowled in 8 years, and he's already, he's bowling with me and Jean, my the Olympic 80-year-old. She's going in the Olympics on October 12th here at Rabs. She's in the 80 to 84-year-old thing. So, but I got him back bowling, Rob Vinci and George Catella.
Wow.
Yeah, the two, my 2 friends. So,
yeah.
I mean, but just to watch Vinci get back in and throw, but again, he does everything I'm opposed to. So he had no average. They brought him in 150. So, in a mixed league. So I go to him. I says, you can't do that. Yeah, I says, you can't do that. They says, listen, we can't change the rules for one person. So the guy's on a 290 pace. I'm pulling on his shirt. You know, I says, Rob, what are you doing? And he's walking up there with that. Yes. Yeah, that little GHG. Yeah, he's no Cal Ripken. Yeah, he's no Cal Ripken.
He's limping out. There he is. I heard he was on the shelf.
He was bowling with me 1/12th, and he needed just to throw 3 count. And he took 2 steps. The ball went into the other lane, and we lost.
Wow,
but he's a good.
Kevin, we still love him.
We love him.
Oh wow, he's coming back. That's like a Willis Reed. Good call by Tony the Hound Dog. And another question for Mike before I turn it over to Joe B is, again, on a kind of a serious note, if you had to have 3 dinner guests, past, alive, from your youth, current, give me 3 dinner guests that you want to have around the table with you. Maybe open a bottle of vino, chew the fat, shoot the breeze. Who's it going to be?
Again, on a serious note, that would be my grandfather that I never met. There you go. My grandmother and my uncle. That's the people that I miss, and that's why I'm so ashamed of myself. For 8 years, I didn't bowl with my mom, and I started this summer. I says I'm never going to miss another season not bowling with my mom and enjoying every minute of it. So that's and I hope you can get me back into my usual self with these questions.
You know what? I had to soften Mike up because Joe's coming with the hard stuff. Listen, Mike Orlando, potential Hall of Famer, a lot of potential. I love the answer. George Cretella, Rob Vinci, you got like 76 titles between those 2 guys. Hall of Fame legends. Mike, always a pleasure, my friend. Listen, I had to keep it serious a little bit. Now we're going to turn it over to Giuseppe.
Oh, I'm back on the mic. Excellent stuff. One quick Rob Vinci story. He drilled a new ball one night. We were bowling in the Subaru League, and the lanes went on, and everybody was like, where's Rob? And then he came out of this pro shop right here with the ball 2-handed above his head. The pins are in danger! Because he just drilled up a danger zone. He's probably shot 820. So I was going through the fan mail this week. You know, Joe and I, we get thousands of letters and emails every week from the fans. And a lot of the young bowlers, the young guys trying to, join our fraternity, are asking like, hey, it's great to see the old guys, and we really like to know more about them. So I'm glad that we're hitting on this. So young guys, if you're out there, if you want to work hard and you want to someday look like this, like you guys want to look like chiseled athletes like Mike, Joe, myself, and Matt. Put the camera on Matt, please. Put the camera on Matt. If you guys want to work, if you guys want to work hard and be in our exclusive fraternity, I really think that you need to brush up on some of the names that we've encountered over the years, like when we were young. Like, I know many kids out there walking by, they're watching. Here's one right here. See this guy? You see this guy right here? Does he know who Joe Tusa is? Does he know who the bat was?
7,432, 300.
So, do the kids home know who Frank Grasso is? And what is the significance between Frank and the high roller? This is a great homework for you youngsters. Find me on social media. I need these answers. Yes. Or how about what national record did Lou Gordio Jr. own at one point? Do you youngsters know that? What did Lou Gordio Jr. wear to bowling every week? Remember that attire? You remember that, Mike? What did he wear? That's what I want to know. Well, we're going to learn something about Mike Orlando. Real quick, Mike Orlando. I'll give you a few of them. What was your first car?
73 Malibu.
What was your first car?
76 Ford Granada.
You guys are older than me? 85 Buick Regal. Okay. If you could only eat 3 foods for the rest of your life, starting today, what are they?
Mom's lasagna, pizza, chicken palm.
Mom's eggplant, sushi, pasta.
Excellent. All right, how about this, Orlando? What do you want it to say on your tombstone?
A great dad.
This guy, what happened tonight? Sentimental Mike, baby! Beautiful. Joe?
Well, I mean, I don't want to steal Mike's, but a great dad, I think anyone that has kids wants that. But for me, I'd have to say a good friend.
I like it. Excellent stuff. Me, I'll go.
These two already talking about eating some unleavened.
I'll go some sort of macaroni. You want to go linguine? Definitely sushi, definitely, and pizza. Got to go with it. All right. So, what'd you say, Ken? Great husband, dad, and friend. You know, Kenny is breaking out of his shell, baby.
Come on.
Yeah.
Listen, I haven't bowled a second, third without them ever. I'm sorry, I haven't bowled a second or third level without these two. So I'm always left, and they say they're stuck with me. So I'm always with either Matt or Ken. That's it.
Okay, I'm so glad we brought up Rob Vinci tonight. That was great. He's a legend. Okay, so one last question we got to get out there. Severino, Hap, or Tanaka?
Hap.
Severino, so Hap could open up game 1 against Boston and pitch twice.
This man's looking ahead.
But I'm looking ahead, but I think we got to go with Louis. Go with Louis.
You know what? I was going to go with that. I think I'm going to do the same thing, Joe. I think Severino.
He gagged it up in the first game. He did it. He gagged it up last year, and Boone doesn't have the stones that Girardi had to get him out of there. Hap, no matter what's going to give you 5.
He's been their best pitcher.
Yeah, absolutely going to give you the best you can.
Mike, great answers. This is going to bring us to our sponsor portion of the show.
I want to say one thing.
Go ahead.
We talked about the Hall of Fame. There is one person that I want to see in the Hall of Fame, and I've been campaigning for him, Mikey King. Forget how great he is bowling. But what you guys didn't know during 9/11, there wasn't many of us. I think I was the only active police officer during 9/11. And that day, beautiful day like it was today, just like it's a year from the shooting in Vegas, reminded me the same thing. I got a little, without going into detail with 9/11, I was a little disorientated when they got me back into Staten Island. And I'm wandering around the ferry terminal. I took the ferry terminal with me, Faselli. There was only 3 of us on the whole ferry terminal. And I was a little disorientated. I didn't know if I drove in. I was there all day. And Mikey King came, and he, for some reason, he was running the Staten Island Yankee thing, and he came in and grabbed me. And, I mean, you could just put his bowling credentials out there, but I don't know if there's a humanitarian award for the Hall of Fame. And he's an ambassador of bowling, and he was, like I say, I think if there's somebody that's deserving of the Hall of Fame, it's Mike King.
Great man, good guy, good friend.
Great words, and I agree. And Mike should be in there for bowling. He doesn't need any special attachment. And basketball player and baseball player. But that was great words. Mike King is a friend of ours. Great stuff. All right, real quick. Country Pro Shop, all your needs. The Lowe's lowest bowler of the week is in my pocket. And guess what? And guess what? I spoke to the people at Lowe's. Subs cannot win the gift certificate. So Joe Thompson, I'm sorry, buddy. Orlando had me dying last week. He missed the headpin like 2 straight frames, and he said it was a terrible rack. But, all right, so, Joe, you're off the hook. And also, Dan O went sub 500. Next to us on the other side. This week's Lowe's Bowler of the Week, Christian Ruiz, 161, 146, 201, 508. The man has drilled 36 bowls already this year. Nothing has worked. We love you, Chris. We're only kidding. Sense of humor. You're young. If you want to make it through this world, sense of humor. Remember, you're going to come across so many clowns. Mike, how about it? You're going to come across 500 clowns like us. Let's celebrate this 508. All right? Celebration. How? And he'll be breaking out. Until next week, this week in the Draft League, thank you, Mike, Orlando, and Joe, and Kenny, and Matt. Love you guys.
Sit, boo-boo, sit. Good dog.